Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball on the show next. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy certainly could be one of those horses for courses kind of guy. Loves pitching at home. Take a look at those home road splits. They're pretty good. Without question, he's more comfortable pitching at home than he is on the road.
Striding into the box, John Jay. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Hit out towards second. And that is through into right field for a single.
Batting second, the second baseman, Carlos.
So digging in now, Yolmer Sanchez. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Darvish has racked up just under 100 innings on the mound to this point with a dominant sub-3 ERA. Good by anybody's standards. The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Jose Abreu is on deck. Jay aboard here at first with nobody out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber is there. He's got it one away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. He's working on a 6-game hit streak right now. That's almost a week, so I expect to see his hot hitting continue.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Runner at first here, 1 man out. On a rope to the second baseman. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out.
The left fielder, number 30.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 2-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Almora. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. White Sox leave 1. It's the White Sox nothing. Cubbies coming to bat. A windy city showdown, and it's on the show. Ivan Nova will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
At the plate, Ben Zobrist. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
Hey, not a bad year for a second baseman. There's some really good two-sackers out there, but second basemen aren't typically where you expect to have one of your better hitters.
Sent on the ground out to second. Sanchez is there, and that's the first out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He comes into this one hitting over 400 career against his opponent. Now, obviously, that's a relatively small sample size of at-bats, but it seems like he really likes facing this guy. It'll be interesting to see if the past history holds true.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. And something to watch out for is whether or not he'll be able to extend his 8-game hitting streak. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And that's the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. The 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here now the 2-2. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. RBI opportunity for him here, and he's the guy you want at the plate, currently leading the National League in that category.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are surprised by that. Listen, it's still early. I'm not saying he won't keep this up, but things tend to even out as the season goes along.
Ready with the 1-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Ready with the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. An inning in the books, no score on the show. So striding in, Leury Garcia. He'll get us started in the top of the second. The 3-2 pitch. He pulls this one into right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
Into the box now, Tim Anderson. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Garcia gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Schwarber going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively.
The right fielder.
Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
At the plate, Ryan Cordell. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Runner's going. And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2. He'll try it again from first. He swings and misses. Throw down. Don't know if that was a true hit and run there with 2 strikes or not, but he's into second base safely on the strikeout.
McCann.
Standing in, James McCann, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fouled off. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he fouls this one off. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance of hitting that one, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Now to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
Boy, and also right up among the leaders in home runs and RBIs. This guy's having an epic season, and he has an outside shot to win the Triple Crown.
Lifted in the air to center. Chasing after is Delmonico. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And, guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Here's Javier Baez, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
Guy does a lot of different things in the ball field. Not only has this guy been a hit machine all year, but he also leads the league in runs scored right now. So you have to give credit to the guys behind him who are driving him in as he's been getting on all season long.
Softly hit out to short. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
The 2-2 pitch. Line drive to left. In there, a base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second. Looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Stepping in now, Yu Darvish. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Here's Jason Hayward now, having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the NL batting chase.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
Baez over at second. Contreras at first, 2 out in the inning. this is line to left. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Standing in now, Ben Zobrist. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Cordell is there, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We played 2 full. It's the Cubs 1 and the White Sox 0. Ready now, Ivan Nova, 9-1-2 due up. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League. In now is John Jay. 1 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Carlos Sanchez.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and moving into the batter's box next will be Yolmer Sanchez. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. 2-2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. Here's another 2-2. High fly ball out to deep right field. Back goes Hayward to the track. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They're down 1-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Albert Almora, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The 2-1 home. Line drive to center field. In is Jay, but this ball's in front of him for a base hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches base safely, and now it's the run-producing part of the order with nobody out.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Row. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall.
The batter, the left fielder, Kyle
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now Rizzo belts one, carrying well to right field. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
The batter, number 9.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. So it's second and third with one gone now. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this ought to float a couple as this ball's down for extra bases. The runner from second crosses the plate. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Now at the plate, Wilson Contreras. He reached on a single in his first try. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitchers to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
In now, Yu Darvish. On the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Cubbies are in front, 4-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Jose Abreu is ready to start out the inning. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. There to play it is Zobrist. And there's one down now.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Leury Garcia. He singled his last time up. He's set, and the payoff pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. Hayward gathers it in. Here comes the runner for the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Into the box now, Tim Anderson. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe. And unfortunately, he let that one go. And he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Cubs 4 and the White Sox 1. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Madden. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in, Jason Hayward. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Sanchez is up with it. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Up next for the Cubs.
Good time now to check out the White Sox Road to the Show report as you see a pair of guys in the upper levels that have been making waves as of late. The next Cub up, Ben Zobrist. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Line toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Yeah, and you can take a look at his numbers here. With that 1-out single, he's flirting with a little trouble here again. You'd like to see him find a way to get out of this inning and battle for another inning or so, but you also don't want him to give up a big number.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And in to bat next is Albert Almora. Zobrist stands at first with 1 out. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. Pitch popped up. Sanchez has a play, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Hard ground ball to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, but he'll still manage to shuffle this ball off to second, and they get the force out after all to get him out of the inning. 1 left for the Cubs, but they lead it 4-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said the high pitch count they've run up is a result of a lot of great battles at the plate by his guys, and he's not wrong. So far, they've worked 5 full counts in their at-bats.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Stepping in, Ryan Cordell. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish. The 1-1 home. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. The 1-2. Fouled off. Count still at 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Popped him up. Baez shading to his right. 1 out.
The catcher, number
Stepping
33.
in and ready for another shot, James McCann. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here. He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
And he fouls this one off. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Standing in now, Ivan Nova. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
Fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2. Weakly hit towards first. Abreu gloves it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 9.
Digging in and looking for more, Javier Baez. And he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Ready now for the White Sox, John Jay. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
The 3-1. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Taken in by Zobrist. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 5. Second base.
One out for Chicago here in the sixth. And moving into the batter's box next will be Yomer Sanchez. Ready on 1 and 2. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the sixth inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Stepping in now, Jose Abreu. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Another full count pitch home. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They trail it 4-1. Juan Minaya enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Number 37, Juan Minaya.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The 2-1 home. Line drive to center field. In is Jay, but this ball's in front of him for a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
In now, Yu Darvish. On the ground is short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, so they let the pitcher swing away here, and it turns into a double play.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
2 away now for the Cubs in the sixth, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Now the 1-1 pitch. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies, but they lead it 4-1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. So here's the cleanup hitter, Nicky Delmonico. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Standing in now, Leury Garcia. 2-2.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Into the box now, Tim Anderson. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Now batting, right fielder, Ryan Cordell.
Digging in to try it again, Ryan Cordell. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Ready once again, James McCann. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
The 2-2 pitch. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. White Sox strand a couple, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Randall Delgado will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 54.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Ben Zobrist. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Wellington Castillo.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Cordell moves over, 1 away.
Now batting,
digging in, Albert Almora. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Delmonico is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Striding in, Chris Bryant. His previous meetings with Randall Delgado, he's gone 3 for 4. He's taken him deep once. Now the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing across here this half. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the White Sox 1. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
The 1-1 home. Line hard toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock. And in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts to watch this batter go the other way was special.
Stepping in now, John Jay. Count all the way full to the White Sox center fielder.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Casilla on at first, nobody out. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. The classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, Yolmer Sanchez. Pitch is popped up. Bryant is there. And he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in now, Jose Abreu. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. And another foul ball. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox. They trail it 4-1. Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. His previous meetings with Randall Delgado, he's gone 2 for 8. He also has 1 home run. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. 4 runs, 10 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Again, another foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And a swing and a miss. So the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
In now, Javier Baez. A swing and a ground ball to third. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Cubs are down in order as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Nicky Delmonico. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Line toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Standing in now, Leury Garcia. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Shoots this one over to first, and that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Stepping in now, Tim Anderson. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Boy, you know what, Zero? This pitch has kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and he's going to signal to the bullpen that'll be all for Yu Darvish. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Brandon Morrow answers the call from the dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Brandon Morrow.
Garcia at second, Anderson at first, 1 gone. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Yonder Alonso will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Alonso.
Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. The catch is made, and the Cubs have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Chicago Cubs took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Yu Darvish earned his 9th win of the year, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Yu Darvish. His record is now 9-3. The save to Brandon Morrow. His 3rd. The loss goes to Ivan Nova. He falls to 6-6. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.